Mercedes-AMG releases an all-electric SLS concept, and we take one step closer to electric supercars being cool. Audi e-tron or SLS e-cell? The battle begins. Also, Jenson Button sues his former team Brawn GP, and an NYPD traffic cop gets caught red-handed breaking enough laws to get his license suspended. All for a Dunkin Donuts coolada. Yeah. What's up, everybody? I'm Derek D, and you're watching Fastlane Daily. But before we go, I think we have some business to attend to, don't we, JF?
Yes.
$5, because we hit like 1,000 comments by the end of last night. What is that? That is not American money.
$5. Have fun converting it.
That's €5. I'll give you €5 and
exclusively at autostream.com/yoparts.
Last week we saw the first Audi e-tron prototype hit the road in Germany.
You like that voice, right? Anyway, we even saw a normal R8 with the all-electric e-tron powertrain do a parade lap at Le Mans last week too. But don't think that they're the only ones doing anything with fast green supercars. Welcome to the Mercedes-Benz SLS AMG e-cell prototype. That's a mouthful. When the SLS was released last year, we got full confirmation that Mercedes was going to sell an all-electric version of the car. Well, here's the first glimpse of what we will see. This e-cell prototype is powered by 4 electric motors on each corner of the car that pumps out a total of 526 horsepower with a maximum torque rating of 649 pound-feet. 0 to 60 is achieved in just 4 seconds, putting this quiet humming green machine on par with its petrol-drinking cousin, the normal SLS. We've got no confirmation on this, but from what we read on EGMCarTech.com, the total driving range is 110 miles. This SLS e-cell is produced under the tuning house of AMG, meaning this yellow monster is a performance breed. Quote, "With the SLS AMG electric drive, we want to redefine the super sports car," said the CEO of Mercedes-AMG, Volker Morningweg. Now this is just the concept, but we can expect the production version to be revealed sometime next summer. And speaking of the SLS, just a quick side note, the first crash of this supercar happened in Russia last week, apparently while it was racing a Lada and a Nissan Murano. Yes, I said a Nissan Murano. Maybe that's why the SLS crashed. I don't know. And filed under the "we wish we heard of this story earlier" folder, there's news now that Jenson Button has successfully come to an agreement with former team Brawn after suing for breach of contract. Yes. Props to the props department. Right. Part of Jenson's agreement with Brawn last year was that he would take a substantial pay cut after Brawn bought the former Honda outfit. In exchange, Button had his lawyers put in a unique clause within the contract. If he wins the championship, he gets one of the Brawn F1 cars for good, like to bring to his house if he wants. Well, as you know, Button won the championship last year, but guess what? Brawn didn't turn over a GBP 001 F1 chassis. The excuse was that there was a limited number of chassis, only 6 built by some reports. Well, the news we have today, there's been a resolution and Button has taken the issue out of court. I wonder how much Brawn had to cough up to make this go away. Probably more than $5, JF. You know what's funny though about that? They didn't give him the chassis, and what were they like? Well, we didn't expect you to actually win. You know what I mean? Yeah. And now for a case that we just need to report on. If you've ever been to New York, you know how crazy this town can get with traffic. But this is an incident you can end up seeing pretty much anywhere in the country. A traffic officer here in New York is being investigated for running several red lights, speeding, and driving recklessly. Wow, never heard of that before. Alone, you may be able to excuse the officer if he was on his way to an emergency, but he wasn't. He was on his way to Dunkin Donuts. And get this, he was on his cell phone the entire time. This all comes from a New York City councilman named Daniel Halloran, who claimed he saw Officer Daniel Chu committing all of these crimes as he sped through his residential neighborhood. Now, if this was either you or me, us normal folks, reporting such a crime would probably just fall on deaf ears. But as a city councilman, you gain a little leverage over the man. When councilman confronted the officer with video camera in hand, he was written a summons. For what? Well, we have no idea because it is legal to film public officials. Now, we love police officers, but it's the bad ones like this that give us the bad rap, or give them the bad rap. So we only wish that this was a rare instance of a cop abusing his powers. But we know it exists all too frequently, at least right here in New York City, or the New York area. I can't tell you how many times I've seen cops on cell phones. I actually got a cell phone ticket.
You did?
Yeah, one time. Not that that matters. Also, the fact that he was actually on his way to Dunkin Donuts is hilarious. 'Cause that just proves that stereotype is true. Like cops are addicted to donuts and coffee. Jeez. Oh, and remember that challenge that Mini put to Porsche to race the Cooper S versus a 911 at Road Atlanta? Well, just letting you guys know that Porsche declined, but Mini still brought a 911 to the race. 911 won. So that is all. Well, that's about it for Fastlane Daily today. Appreciate all you cats who subscribed to my YouTube channel after I mentioned it on the show yesterday. CJF, shameless self-promotion works. Don't hate. And I really want my $5. You know what? I want 1,500 comments by the end of this day for this episode. Double or nothing.
No. I think that's fair.
I think it's fair.
I'll delete comments.
I'll touche. All right, everybody, have a terrific Tuesday, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.
Or a wacky Wednesday.
Or a wacky Wednesday, or a thirsty Thursday, or a frumpalicious Friday.
Script delivery.
Thanks.
Tuesday's opposite day. Oh, you look great today, Derek D.